Hey, this is Moa Smokes, and today we're going to be talking about the Smart Carbon from Conceptic Designs. So what I have in front of me right now is the box for the Smart Carbon, and yeah, we're going to do this a little bit differently than we usually do because, as you can see, this thing is already set up. And the reason for that is because I was so excited when I got the box that I forgot to take a picture before I took it out of the box, and I don't remember where any of the parts go. So what I'm going to do when I bring the camera in a little bit closer is I'm going to take it apart. I'm going to put it back together. I'm going to explain all the parts. You'll still get the typical format. You just won't see me taking it out of wherever it was when it was still in the box. It's actually nice that you can kind of see it like this before we even get started, because as you can see, it is a tabletop shisha, and it's a nice portable size, comes with a matching base, comes with a matching sleeve, has a tray on it, has a matching handle on it, comes with a silicone hose, and you can actually see the coil or the dekinker, depending on what you want to call it. And it's a little preview before we even put it together. Without further ado, I'm gonna bring the camera in a little bit closer and we'll get started. All right, so right now I have a few things in front of me. Well, I have a bunch of things in front of me. And those things are the base, the stem, the down stem, which is attached to the heart, obviously. These three pieces, which make up the carbon sleeve. This is the bowl port, the tray, the base grommet, the bowl grommet, the diffuser, and this little thing right here, which we'll talk about. So now we're just gonna put it together. So first, we're gonna start with the stem. As you can see, the stem is stainless steel. The heart is made of a hard plastic. And this area right here is where you can actually access the purge ball. And it's really easy to do. All you have to do is just pull on this. And as you can see, it's attached by O-rings. Pops right in, remove it pretty easily. Purge ball looks like this, just a white plastic ball. Put that back in there, put the cover back on, and you're set. Start with the diffuser. So here I'm just gonna grab the diffuser, and the diffuser actually screws in to the bottom. And actually what you can see is on the bottom of the down stem, there's actually two lines right here. And those two lines are kind of the suggested water level. What I like to do is I like to fill it a little under the bottom line. And in this base, it's about 680 milliliters, but keep in mind that bases are handmade and they differ slightly. All right, now that the diffuser is on, what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna put together the sleeve. Just gonna put this down for a second. This part right here is actually the bottom of the sleeve. It's made of a hard plastic. Then you have the carbon area of the sleeve. Goes here. It doesn't click in or anything, just sits on top. And then you have the top of the sleeve. And then it looks like this. And holding it like this, I'm just gonna slide the top of the stem in to where it looks like that. Now from there, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this piece and we're going to screw this piece in and make sure that the longer side is at the top, and make your way down the top of the stem. You're gonna do that until it's all the way in, and then you're just going to tighten it as much as possible so it doesn't move, like so. And now you're starting to see what the stem looks like. With the sleeve on it, you have this top piece on it, you have the diffuser on it. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to slide the base grommet on, and always make sure that these are angled down. These ridges are angled down. Slide that onto the stem. Then push that right on there. It's gonna look like that. And then you can actually just put it right into the base. And this is nice because it actually slides right in. And once it's in, secure. I wouldn't suggest grabbing it like this, but this is what it looks like. As you can see, the base is color matched. This is red, this is red. This whole thing is black and red, and you know, this is an obvious choice for me because those are my colors. I love black and red. What I'm going to do is just grab the tray. And the tray is actually interesting. We're going to talk about it for a second. The tray actually has this part inside that comes loose. So when I say it comes loose, I mean, so as you can see, I'm unscrewing it. And essentially the tray looks like this. And then there's these two rings that actually screw into each other, but with the tray in the middle. And that's what keeps the tray secure. So to put that together, you can put the top ring in the top right here in the middle. Then you're going to screw the bottom ring in like this. Make sure that's very tight as possible. And then once that's done, what you're gonna do is put your shisha down, and this just sits on top like that. Now, as you can see, it's pretty sturdy. There's a little bit of give, but nothing crazy. Then you're going to take the bowl adapter, screw that in. Notice that this doesn't lock the tray in. So even with this attached, you can still take the tray, pull straight up, and it comes off. Put it on, goes right on. Finally, we're gonna take the bowl grommet and just put that right onto the bowl port or the bowl adapter. And we're actually ready to pack a bowl and smoke. Now, one thing I do want to mention before I put a bowl on here is I don't know if this is an intentional feature or an unintentional feature, but I thought it was cool that with the grommet on, if you pick up the tray, and I'm actually gonna hold this, if you pick up the tray, it actually pops the grommet off. So I actually use that a lot. So if my grommet's really on there tight, I just bring the tray up, pop it right off, and as you can see, came off right onto the tray, and this is still good to go. So here, put that on, put this on, go pack a bowl, and we'll talk about the shisha. All right, we're back, and there's actually 4 more things in the box that I should mention, and those 4 things are all right here right now. So the first thing is the carbon fiber hose handle. The hose handle is made out of stainless steel and a carbon fiber sleeve that looks just like the carbon fiber sleeve that's on the stem. Then you get the silicone hose. It's branded Conceptic Designs, their logo. You have the dekinker or the coil, whatever you prefer to call it. You have the hose port. As you can see, there's O-rings connecting it. It's stainless steel. To get this on, you're just going to push this into the hose. You're going to push the hose into the heart right there, right into the hose port. Grab the handle slides right in. So I'm actually just gonna get this started and we'll dive into a little bit more about the shisha, pros, cons, etc. We talked about how it's designed and made in Russia. The whole thing is a product of St. Petersburg. We talked about the stainless steel components that are made out of AISI 304 stainless steel, which is the same thing used in like kitchen sinks and pans and things like that. Highly corrosion resistant, 16 inches in height, not including the bowl, obviously. So let's talk about what colors it comes in. So as you can see, I have the red one, red and black, you know, the Moa Smokes edition or the Moa Smokes colors. It also comes in green with a green base. It comes in blue with a blue base. It comes in gold with a gold base, and it comes in black with a black base. I got mine from Icon Hookah, and I'll put the link in the description. And they were actually nice enough to give me a coupon code so I can share with you guys. If you want to purchase it, it takes 12% off the price. So it goes from being $199 to $176 before shipping. It's still under $200 for a stem, tray, base, silicone hose, dekinker / coil, and a handle. It's a pretty good price for a tabletop that's, you know, mostly stainless steel and, you know, made in Russia. I kind of mentioned the optimum water level when I showed you the down stem, but my optimum water level is 680 milliliters in this base. Keep in mind they're handmade, so they differ slightly from base to base. And if you look at the down stem, there's 2 lines at the bottom of the down stem, and I actually put my water like maybe halfway between the bottom line and the top of the diffuser. Doing that, I get a quiet diffuser where it sounds like this. So I don't know if you could hear the diffuser or not, but obviously my bowl's starting up and figured I'd smoke. The purge on it is simple, but very effective. So 1 deep exhale clears the base, and your base is clear. It's kind of one of the benefits of having a small base. It's a lot easier to clear it out with a purge. The draw on this is, I would say, like open to neutral, like it's right in that sweet spot between open and neutral. So it's not open to the point where it's airy, and it's not neutral to the point where you feel like there's a lot of restriction. It's right in that sweet spot. So it has a really nice draw. Bro, you're killing me every review now. I'm actually using the Conceptic Design bowl, which is like a traditional clay bowl that doesn't have a hole in the middle. It looks like this. And the price and the link for it are also in the description. I have a Kaloud Lotus. But if you're wondering what this is just the lid of the Lotus. I just hang it like this. I'm starting it out with 3 cubes, and I'm gonna drop down to 2 cubes and put the lid on. Not that that has anything to do with the shisha, just in case you were wondering what's going on top of my bowl. As far as the cons go, the first con, and I'm a little OCD, so this drives me a little bit crazy sometimes. If you don't tighten those 2 rings in the tray is a little loose and it has a little bit of give. So even tight, it has a little bit of give. So if you're setting something on it like coals or tongs or whatever, it'll slant slightly. And if it's not tightened all the way, it'll actually slant a lot. So you wanna make sure that those rings are always tight. The next thing that I want to point out is, as you saw when I had it all laid out, there are a lot of parts in putting this shisha together. You just really need to know what part goes where. Don't be overwhelmed, just walk through the walkthrough part of this video and you should be good to go. And then the last thing I want to point out is if the water is too high. So like if you actually put your water at the lines on the downstem, I think those are the recommended water lines. I don't know what else they would be. But if you put your water there, what's going to end up happening is when you pull and as you pull, eventually you're going to start to get water into your hose, which is why I dropped the water level down so low on mine, because I want to feel like I'm still smoking, but at the same time, I don't want it to be like super airy and I'm not actually pulling and I'm not getting clouds. So that was a sweet spot for me. So like I said, the halfway point between the bottom line on the downstem and the top of the diffuser is the sweet spot. Feel free, obviously, to adjust it to your liking. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up on Instagram at Moa Smokes. I'm just gonna take a few more pulls. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you guys next time.